In this video we'll talk about 6/4 chords, which are always played in 4 voices with the octave. Kellner writes that the octave is played with the 6th and the 4th. If the bass remains held, the 4th moves down to the 3rd, and the 6th moves to the 5th, making a 5/3 chord, or actually 8/5/3. So, we start off with a B flat and D. That's the 3rd. We need the octave and the 5th. Just like that. Now there's a figure here, but you don't have to do anything there because I've already indicated a half note in the upper voice that remains held through the 2nd beat. So this is another thing that simplifies the realization for beginners, because I have decided for you that this note here should be treated as a passing arpeggiation, or a sort of filling in of this harmony. Even though he writes a 6 there, you can just leave the upper voices held. Now we get to our first 6/4 chord, and you can see that I have realized this just the way that Kellner recommends. The F in the bass, the 6th moves down to the 5th, and the 4th moves down to the 3rd, and what's not written is that we need the octave in both cases. That's the F and the F. So, like that. And if we wanted to serve as a visual reminder that the 4th has a dissonance over the bass, that's our B flat, it's a dissonance over the bass, a dissonant 4th should, when possible, be prepared by common tone. So as a visual reminder of that, you can add the slur here. Continuing on, measure 2, we have a G in the bass and a B flat. That's a 3rd, and we need the octave and the 5th, and that also remains held for the duration. Now, we need to know that we need the octave in both cases here. So we have D in the bass and B flat in the soprano. That's our 6th. We need the 4th and the octave, just like this, 4th and octave. And here we have the 5th. We need the 3rd and the octave. So you can see pretty clearly that this is a sequence of the previous bar, and this sequence continues here. Let's see what this sounds like. Some of the later exercises, like this one, become a little bit more interesting, so that this one actually has a da capo, meaning you go back to the beginning, you start over here, and then you stop here. So you play all the way through to the da capo, and then you stop at this double bar line. Okay, that was the 6/4 chord. Next we'll talk about the 6/4-3 chord.